Hey guys, this is Brewster with the Post Up News. I am sitting here with Mintoria Webb, author of Broken Pieces, and super excited to be here with her because I have questions about this book, honey. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself first?
Well, my name is Mintoria. I am born and raised in Atlanta. I have four children, ranging from the ages of my oldest will be 22 on Wednesday. She's a pre-Valentine baby,
She look good.
and the baby he just turned 9 in January. I'm a new author, as you can see. That was my first book that I've ever written. Background from professionally singing. I used to sing in a group for several years, and now just stepping out on faith, doing some other things that I've been called to do.
So you have a slogan and a foundation. What is it? Pretty, powerful, and prophetic, right?
Yes.
So can you tell me what that means?
Pretty powerful and prophetic. Pretty powerful and prophetic is actually something that God gave me. I was doing a photo shoot for a Christian group, and one of the ladies in there, never met the lady, didn't know her or anything. She walked in and she looked at me, and for a minute she stopped and she paused and she said, "Can I pray for you?" I said, "Sure." She said, "So when you enter a room, people don't know how to take you because you're pretty and you're powerful." And I'm like, wow. Now I've opened my mouth. I haven't said anything for her to even know these things, but she began to prophesy and speak life into me. And some of the things that she spoke, I knew was true. I knew it could be no one but God. Well, anyway, a couple of days later, I'm driving. And God said, "That's it. That's going to be the name. But I'm going to add another P to it. So it's going to be pretty powerful and prophetic." So what that is P to the third power. So that's where
So
it came.
in your bio, you talk about what actually brought you to write this book, and you talked a little bit about your struggles. Can you talk a little bit about your struggles? Because, there are a lot of single moms. You talked about being a single mom, and there are a lot of single moms out there that don't have the courage to step out and do something like this, write a book or conquer dreams. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Girl, struggles, which one? um, First, I could just say a lot of people do not realize that they are made in a struggle. You do not understand why you go through what you went through. I know a lot of things I didn't. Like my oldest three children, I had to pretty much raise them by myself. And then to turn around and have another child after I knew what was going on raising those other three by myself, it was really hard. I felt like it was definitely going to have me to take a step back, especially like how the child was conceived. You have to buy the book to find that out though, but it's a story behind that as well. But the one thing that you need to always remember is never give up on you, because God is never giving up on you, and everything happens for a reason. Although everything is not according to God's perfect will, it's in his permissive will, and either way it goes, you're going to get there in the end if you just continue to get up every morning, continue to make steps towards what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, and you put God first, you're going to accomplish it. Everybody struggles. Everybody just don't tell you about their struggles, but everybody struggles one way or the other.
So the book, I have the book here with me called Broken Pieces. It says it's a true story of overcoming opposition to find your purposeful path. So it's a true story based off you, okay? So what made you say, okay, I want to share my story. I want to put my business out there, and I don't care who thinks what about it. What gave you that courage?
Girl, I wouldn't say it was me. I can literally again say that it was God. I was told years ago, okay, that when I was still singing, like, you're going to travel and you're going to do stuff, but it's not going to be through your music. It's actually going to be the word inside of you, or the words that you have. And then years later I was told that you got a strong women's ministry inside your belly. So I kind of ran from all of that because I was like, I don't want to do that. That doesn't seem popular. I want to be out here. I want to do my own thing. I want to do what's pleasing to me. And so I got this job. I was working in Midtown, and it's like it was really nothing to do. It was like at 20% occupied, and I would finish my work in like an hour or two, and then just talk to the residents and encourage some of the students there. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, "Now you're going to begin to write." And I was like, "Write? Like, I don't want to do this." But again, as I began to write and pour out, because a lot of stuff we go through in life, we like bury it and we don't deal with it. And that's the reason that most people don't want to do it, because you want to make everybody think everything is always pretty, like we do with our hair, our makeup, and all that stuff. And sometimes you got to just peel back those layers to get to the root of the thing in order to really, really, really get healed. And so I didn't know how much I was going to put in there. Some of it I didn't even know I was putting in there. I was just writing. And it wasn't until we got to the editing part that I realized I wrote 829 pages. And we had to edit it down to like 400 and some pages. But that's just how it is. It's so therapeutic to get everything out and say, you know what? I don't care how anybody feels, because at the end of the day, God still loves me. I'm forgiven. And I'm not the first, and I won't be the last.
Absolutely. My dad actually used to quote that to me all the time. You're not the first, and you're not going to be the last. So I'm pretty sure, you seem like you're very strong in your faith. You're very strong in your faith. So when you transitioned and you got a little bit stronger in your faith and you got a little bit closer to God, did you find yourself losing friends?
Girl, God, the way he deals with me is phenomenal. Losing friends, you might want to date somebody. Next thing you know, everything is going perfect. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it just doesn't work out for you. Because, again, that's not a part of your purpose. They're not a part of your plan, and you have to accept it. And I fought with God for so many years because I did not want to accept the plan of God for my life. I was like, forget this. I want it this way. I want him. I want to be over here. I want to go to all the all-star weekends. I want to party. I want to do whatever I want to do. And he was like, okay, you're going to continue to run on, but you're going to keep going around this same circle. So finally I was like, you know what? I surrender. I don't want to do it no more. I can still be me, and those people that are meant to be in my life going to be in my life, and those that are not, they won't.
Absolutely. So you've been going on I call it a book tour. She's been going on a book tour. I mean, this lady has been somewhere everywhere. So how is that for the kids with this newfound fame, this newfound popularity, and this soaring on social media? What is that like for them?
Well, my kids are used to their mom being a singer. When I was younger, I was over in Germany touring. So when they were younger, they were in studios with me. I mean, I'm talking about babies in studios at photo shoots. So my daughters, they are pretty much used to my life. But I kind of died down. I kind of stepped back, and I started trying to make them do everything, and I was just this staying in the back mom. I kind of lost focus of me, lost focus of my dreams. So now my kids are like my biggest cheerleaders. They like, go mama, go. They're excited for me. And now I'm not just telling them to do something. I'm showing them how to do something. Absolutely. So they are loving this. They are always telling me how proud they are of me. All these long nights because I'm working. I'm a full-time mother, full-time student. I work full-time. And, I mean, sometimes sleep, eating, everything is, comes back seat to everything that you have to do. So they're seeing how you make things happen.
Now, we know that everybody can purchase this book. I have a copy for me and a copy for one of my followers. I'm going to be giving one away. But when someone reads this book, if you could say the 5 major points that you want them to take away from your story and your truth, what would you say you wanted that to be?
That the 5 major things, that's good. 1, it's okay to make mistakes. Love yourself. Embrace you and who you are. Embrace your shortcomings. Embrace everything about you, because at the end of the day, it makes you you. You know what I'm saying? And love and forgive. And most important, forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive everybody that has ever hurt you. You cannot move on in life until you are willing to forgive. And enjoy the journey. Enjoy the ups as well as the downs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just think if you had so many XY days of bad days that you had a bad life. But I actually learned from my wealth coach that if you have 50 good days a year, then you had a good life. You had a good year. 50 days out of 365. Most people would say that's crazy. But when you think about it, that really shows you that sometimes people say my good days outweigh my bad days. That ain't always possible. But it's what you do in the process that makes that possible. It's how you look at things. So every day, through my good, through my bad, I try to make it an opportunity to learn. What can I learn from this experience? What happened to me? What was I supposed to get out of this? What am I supposed to take on this journey? And when you look at things like that, it makes life a little bit easier. A little bit.
I don't know why, but I want to shout, preach, girl, preach. Like I'm feeling like she's sitting here preaching to me. So I know you have the book, you have the shirts. So where can people actually purchase the book and your shirts, and what else you got? You got the shirts
I
and
got
what
the
else?
shirts, the books. I got a couple of things.
You got some hats? Like, what we doing?
Yeah,
Some leggings?
I'm working some stuff out in it. I'm working some stuff out behind the scenes now. But you can go onto my website at www.prettypowerfulandprothetic.com to purchase, the book as well as the T-shirts. You can find out the events and stuff that I'm doing. I have a sip and paint on next Saturday. That's going to be at Palettes in Fayetteville. That's for the couples, the single people, married people. We want the married people to really come out and encourage the single people, like tell them your testimony, your real story. I'm all about telling truths, behind the scene, real stuff. I'm all about the real stuff. And then on March the 8th, I am doing a mixer that you definitely should come. Okay. It's going to be called Books, Business and Beauty. It's going to be at the Gathering Spot, one of the prominent places in Atlanta for black people to get together. Yes, so we're going to get together there with a lot of other wonderful people. I have a celebrity stylist friend. I have friends that do hair, friends that do makeup. I want all of us to come together because I believe in women supporting women and building. We build together. We are much stronger together than we are apart. So I want to see black women get together and just build this powerful empire where we're unstoppable, because we already are really unstoppable. But to really get together and encourage your sister, like if I know you need something and I got the resources, I should be able to help you.
Yeah, I believe her too, because that was the first thing she said when she walked up to me. I have a place, and I was like, really? But you know what? I cannot think of who just said it. They just put it on social media not too long ago, saying that the black woman is the most disrespected woman out there. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
We are the most disrespected.
But the crazy thing is,
women.
We disrespect each other the most.
We do, because we follow suit. The men started. I mean, it just started to me. It started a long time ago. It's just kind of embedded. But we are the people that can make a difference. We can change all of that, of how we view each other, how we love and support each other, because that's what people want to see. And if you watch all the reality shows, all the junk they post, that's what people want to see. So we can change that. We can show people that black women can get along. We don't have to fight. We don't have to steal each other's man. We don't have to talk bad about each other. We don't have to throw shade. You know what I'm saying? Throw light. Why you keep throwing shade? Why don't you throw some light on your sister? Tell her if you see something wrong with her, help her. Fix her crown, and you ain't even got to let the whole world know that you fixed her crown.
I agree. And people should be totally off subject, but on subject. People should be upfront. Don't go to your sister and use her.
Right.
Be upfront and say, hey, I'm lacking in this area. I'm not strong in this area. I see you're strong in this area. I need help with this. Like you said, I have the resources. Just ask. Sometimes it's just so simple. I'm not the type of person, if somebody comes up to me and they ask me, or they don't know how to do something, I'll help them, because I'm not afraid that they're gonna get ahead.
There you go.
Me.
That's the key.
Because whatever God got for you, He got
for you. Right.
And you might be the missing part from that person taking off in life, but they may come back and thank you.
Right.
So, and
then it might flip. You help that person, and that person has to come back and help you and pull you up. You just never know how God is going to do something. So just, say embrace. I'm willing to help anybody with anything that I have. It's yours, because God didn't give it to me. And guess what? If you hold on to something, God can get something else to you.
Absolutely.
Your hands are still full.
Absolutely. Well, guys, before we get out of here, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you at, and just repeat to them where they can get this awesome book. Yes, I'm going to go home and Netflix and chill with a book tonight. So,
well, I've had some people say they couldn't put it down. They read it in a day. 400 pages in a day. I couldn't believe it. But you can find it at, again, www.prettypowerfulandprothetic.com. It's also on Amazon, Walmart, anywhere pretty much that you can purchase a book. You can find Broken Pieces. And you can also find me at She's Mintoria on Instagram, on Facebook, Mintoria Webb, on Twitter, I think it's Pretty Powerful 9. Just look me up. You can follow me again. I have different events coming up, and I would love to see you come there again. I'm all about building women up, empowering our people, and succeeding.
And you guys know who it is. It's Mo Brewster. You can follow me on IG at Miss ATL Doll. You can also follow me on the Post Up News, and the Post Up News, that's DAPOST Up News. And you can also find us on simplesite.com as well. And I'm going to go home and read this book, and we are checking out with you guys.